Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well today. So in today's video, I'm really excited because I'm going to be talking about my summer essentials when it comes to makeup. So I think it's really important that we talk about makeup seasonally as our makeup preferences change throughout the year, but also because our skin type can also vary a little bit per season as well. So I do have combination to oily skin, especially in the summer. I say within the other seasons of the year it tends to be a little bit more normal to combination, but I do live in Texas and it's pretty hot, so I feel like overall my skin is a little bit combination oily for the most part. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys some makeup essentials that I love during the summer, and hopefully I can help you guys out with any of that. So let's go ahead and jump in. So whenever it comes to primers, I want something that's going to be mattifying, of course, but also something that's not going to like suck the life out of my skin because my skin tends to react differently whenever I put something on that's too matte. I feel like it actually overcompensates and tends to be even more oily. So a primer that I really like is this one from e.l.f. This is the Oil Control Primer Mist. And what I like to do is just basically spray this all over my face, and then I like to pat it into the skin to make sure that my skin is fully absorbing the spray. And I usually use that as a primer itself, or I go in with a primer and then that on top of it. So this is one that I do recommend. You can usually find it at pretty much anywhere that sells e.l.f. for the most part. I think I even picked mine up at Target a while back, so I do recommend that one. But when it comes to other actual primers, I have a couple here. The one that I've been trying recently is this one from Smashbox. This is the Oil and Shine Control Primer. So I believe this is the latest one that they have come out with, and I actually got mine at Marshall's, believe it or not. But anyways, this is a good one because it does mattify, but it doesn't take away any hydration or moisture or anything like that. I feel like it goes on kind of like a gel moisturizer would, and so I do like the consistency of it. I'm still testing it out, but I thought I'd mention this because some of you guys may have this, or if you have picked it up at TJ Maxx or Marshall's yourself, you might already own it. So ones that I actually really do know that I like, for sure, the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. This one is a really great primer, similar to the reasons that I mentioned the Smashbox one. So this one does a great job at mattifying, but also filling in the pores, but also being a bit hydrating at the same time. So it's really great that a primer can do all of that in one. So I do really enjoy this one as well. The primer that I'm talking about right now is actually very new to my collection. I picked it up during the last Sephora VIB sale, and that is the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. I really like this one for my nose, and I know that that sounds kind of silly because I spent like 50 bucks on this primer, but I'm telling you right now, the way that this primer like holds up foundation on my nose is pretty amazing. And to me, like, the fact that this primer can do that makes it already so much more unique. So this one is really great. I haven't noticed a whole lot with it prolonging my makeup wear, and I know that it's supposed to do that. So I'm still testing it out because it's not one that I use every day because I want to get through other primers in my collection as well. But I still like the finish that this one does provide on my skin. I will tell you that it does tend to pill if you don't let your skincare sit properly and sink into your skin before you apply this. So it can pill up. So I usually like to apply my skincare, really let it sink in, go in with this Tatcha primer, and then let this sink in, and then go in with my makeup, if that makes sense. So I did want to mention this one because I know a lot of people kind of snagged this one up during the last VIB sale. And the final primer, actually no, I have two more. This next primer is actually a drugstore primer, and this is from Soap & Glory. This is the One Heck of a Blot Primer. This is a really, really great mattifying primer. It does feel similar to the Smashbox one in the sense of that it feels kind of like a gel moisturizer. So I do really like this one, and I believe I got this one at Ulta, but it could also be at some Targets. This isn't a mattifying primer, but it is one that I tend to like during the spring and summer, and this is from Milani. This is the Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. I really like this one because it doesn't, it's not shiny. It's not like a strip of just like straight up highlight or anything. I feel like it just creates this really nice luminosity to the skin. I love applying this on certain portions of my face before going in with foundation because I feel like it looks pretty nice and it really enhances that glow even through the foundation. So I like this one because it's not overwhelmingly glowy, but it still boosts your radiance in your foundation throughout the day. So I do like this one. Moving on to foundations, I tend to go more towards a satin matte finish foundation, a more natural finish foundation. But during the summer, I like something that's comfortable, but also provides me good coverage, but also kind of keeps me matte throughout the day. So the lightest coverage that I'm going to talk about right now is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. So this one is a very light, I don't want to say very light coverage, but it is a lighter coverage foundation, but it's light feeling on the skin. So it doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation, if that makes sense. And so I like this one from the drugstore. I think it's a great option if you have combination to oily skin, but you don't need a whole lot to cover because this one does cover enough. It evens the skin tone, but you're not going in with an entire layer of a regular liquid foundation. So I do really like that one. I have another one from the drugstore, and this is my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. This one is so good, you guys. This is my ultimate favorite foundation ever to exist. And this one is just so, so great. I love this one during the summer because, of course, right now we're not really doing this, but I have attended like graduation parties and baby showers and like events during the summer when it's very hot and we're, you know, running back and forth in the heat. And I would wear this and my makeup would be bulletproof. I mean, like, this foundation is just so good, and the fact that I can get it from the drugstore just makes me so happy. So I really do recommend this one. It isn't a matte foundation. It is a natural finish, just like what it says, or fresh finish, just like what it says. But I think if you have oily skin, it should still work out for you just fine. Go in with a mattifying primer or mattifying, you know, primer mist or setting spray, and it should be fine. But I really do enjoy this one so, so much. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is a classic. It can do no wrong. It's another great foundation from the drugstore, and I just think it's a classic. I mean, like I said, you can just, you know, pick it up pretty much anywhere, and you have a good matte, you know, matte foundation, and they have tons of shades to choose from. So I wanted to go ahead and recommend this one. It's also, I feel like, the cheapest out of all of them. Maybe the BB cream from CoverGirl might be cheaper, but this one is also very, very reasonably priced. And the final foundation, and a more high-end foundation, is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. This is a really great foundation because it's more of that medium to buildable full coverage, but it has a beautiful satin matte finish. I really feel like my skin is very comfortable in this foundation, as far as it doesn't feel too matte, but it's also obviously not dewy or luminous as well. So I do like this one, and thought I'd also talk about this one as well today. So moving on to powder, I thought concealer I didn't really need to talk about, but powder, OMG, I need to powder, especially to touch up throughout the day. So my most mattifying powder, and it actually might be even too mattifying for me, but I still thought I'd talk about it because some of you guys may have more oily skin than I do, and it might work for you. This is from Too Faced. This is the Peach Perfect Translucent Powder. This is very matte, you guys. It also does have a slight peach tint to it. So if you are someone who likes translucent powders, this one does have that hue. So just keep that in mind. But this one is very mattifying, and it's like instantaneous of how matte this will actually make your skin. So keep that in mind. If you have combination, it may be too much for you. But if you just want it to purely set your T-zone, it may work out for you. So I wanted to talk about this one from Too Faced. I also have two drugstore pressed powders here that I wanted to mention. These are mainly for touch-ups or maybe to finish off whenever I'm done applying my makeup. I have the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. This is a classic as well. So many people still love this one to this day. It's a great solid powder just to kind of, you know, keep with you maybe at work, and just to kind of like retouch and reset your makeup. I also have the Essence All About Matte Fixing Powder. It's just this white powder. It doesn't come off white though on the skin. Like it doesn't, I don't know if it leaves a white cast. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, but it doesn't look like you just put white powder all over your face. It just mattifies the skin, and it's more of a blotting powder, I guess I would consider this one. So moving on to just, you know, continuing on with face products, I wanted to talk about bronzer. So even though my face can get oily throughout the day, I don't want to forget about how much I love glowy products. I absolutely love beautiful glowing skin. So even though I have oily skin, I tend to have a more mattifying base. But with my face products, I like to go in maybe with like a glowy brush, a blush, or a glowy bronzer. So a glowy bronzer that I wanted to recommend from the drugstore is this one from Milani. And this is the Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce or Dulce, I don't know. But basically, it is this beautiful shimmery blush. There is a deeper color of this formula as well. And so this is a really great one if you're someone who likes a luminous bronzer, a bronzer that's not flat matte. It's just going to provide you with a bronze glow all over the face. This is a really great one. And that's really the only bronzer. I love the one from Flower Beauty as well, but I figured that Milani is a lot easier to find, so I wanted to recommend that one. So whenever it comes to blush, I just really love glowy blushes. I love blushes that have a slight shimmer to them. Even like blush lighters I really like. I love blush toppers because, like I said, I like my luminosity and my glowiness to be from my face products, not necessarily from my skin being oily. So this is a blush. I just thought I'd, you know, pull it out, but there are so many. You don't have to necessarily use this one, and I'm not only going to use this one, but this one I have really been loving for that blush glowy effect. And this is the Ofra and Samantha March blush duo in the shade Chicklet. So this is a stunning, stunning option. If you are able to grab up this blush from the Ofra website, I highly recommend it. It's so beautiful. It's very, very pigmented. Like, please keep that in mind. But I really love pigmented blushes because blush is one of my favorite things ever besides eyeshadow palettes. So I really recommend this one, and this is one that I'm really going to be gravitating towards in the summer, but also any other glowy blush I have as well. So one other thing that I really like during the summer are goldeny, champagne-y highlights. Something that's beaming, something that's in your face. I love beautiful gold highlighters, and one that is a cult classic, and I'm sure many of you guys have it as well. This is from Ofra, and this is the Rodeo Drive highlighter. It's just this perfect champagne-y gold highlight. It's so, so stunning. Ofra's highlight formula is really, really great. They really knock it out of the park every time. So Rodeo Drive is just a cult classic, but honestly, this shade during the summer in general is what I love to wear. Okay, so now I just wanted to move on to some lip products. I have a few different formulas of lipstick that I really like during the summer. One of them being a gloss. So this one is actually very new from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, and it is what I'm wearing today. I have the shade Silk. I did purchase this one from Amazon, but I did go to Target today and I actually saw these in stores. So maybe some Targets have them. Of course, you can also buy them now, I think, on Ulta's website. So just keep in mind the different places you can grab them at. But I am really enjoying this lip gloss formula so far, and it's definitely a shade that I will be reaching for during the summer, but also all the time. I mean, it's a beautiful everyday shade. I also have, this is just one that I pulled out from my collection, but any type of gloss like this I love during the summer, and it's a sparkle gloss. This one in particular is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, part of their lip gloss. I think it's 4 lip glosses that I got, and this one is in the shade Sparkle Lava. It is just so beautiful. I love to just place a lip liner on my lips and then put this on top as a beautiful lip topper, and it's just so stunning, and I think it's perfect for the summer. I also have You know, just a few more things to talk about. So the ColourPop Just a Tint lip crayons are another perfect summer option for a lip product. So I have the shade A Go Go, and I absolutely love it. It's just, it looks like you got finished like eating a popsicle or like drinking, I don't know, something that would stain like Kool-Aid or something, but it's just a really beautiful color. I did pick this one up at Ulta, but of course you can purchase from Ulta's website or from ColourPop's website as well. So I really do love this formula, but I also just really love this shade. And e.l.f. actually came out with something very similar, I think. And these are called the Sheer Slip Lipsticks. And I have the shade Wild Peach. And this is what it looks like. It looks really, really bold in the tube, but whenever you put it on, it just kind of looks like the ColourPop Just a Tint lip crayons, where it gives you just a tint, right, of this lipstick, of this color, but it's not very opaque. It's just very sheer, and the name is perfect, a sheer slick, you know, formula. So I really do love this line from e.l.f., and I think that they're obviously really affordable, but also they have really great colors for being so affordable. So this is a really enjoyable formula to wear during the summer as well. And I couldn't forget just a red lipstick in general. This one I have is from Sephora, and this is one of their cream lip stains. It is a little mini size here, but this one is in the shade 96. And I wanted to talk about this one because I was very impressed with the formula of this one, and I really recommend it. I think these only run for maybe $8 or something for the full size, and they have tons of colors to choose from. So I'm really glad that I have it in a red because it's a really great formula. And I think red lips are beautiful during the summer, especially like for 4th of July, or like if you're going, I was going to say to a barbecue, but you don't want to wear red lipstick to a barbecue. That would be a mess. But it's just so beautiful during the summer. Every bold lip is so beautiful during the summer. So wanted to mention a red lipstick. And finally, this is just one fun product. And if you have a Trader Joe's by you, by any chance, I highly recommend picking this up. This is from Trader Joe's. This is the Watermelon Facial Mist. You guys, this is probably a dupe for the Glow Recipe one, but this smells like watermelon candies. It smells so good. I honestly just want to drink it. Like, it smells like a watermelon soda kind of. But if you can find this at your local Trader Joe's, if you have one, I really recommend picking this up. But even not just this one. Like, there are so many brands that are coming out with really nicely scented, fruity scented facial mist, and I think those are perfect during the summer. I really liked this one because it was very affordable, of course, but also because it's perfect for summer as just like a quick refresher, a quick pick-me-up. So wanted to mention this one as well. But that is everything. That was a lot of products, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what your summer makeup essentials are. I would love to hear from you guys and know what you love and if it's something that I must try. But I'm really excited for the summer months. I know with everything that's going on, it's still very iffy if we're going to be doing anything at all, but I still like to, you know, follow along with those summer makeup trends as well if I can, even if it's from, you know, here from my home. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And I hope you consider subscribing before you go. I would love to have you as a part of my channel. And I look forward to interacting with you guys in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!